It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Quick throw, taken in, stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Young. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Point after, coming up here. His kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The home team's offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now ETN. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off, it's DeMar Hamlin. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll take this down to about the 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. It's complete to Evans. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Now Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Allen on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
The second down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On comes the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. Play action. It's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's going to run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Third down and 9. To throw is Allen. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The carry here for ETN. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run. It's ETN. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. On the ground, here's ETN. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Panther first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first down is Young. That's complete to ETN. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Bills with the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Young. This one caught left side by Evans. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
ETN ahead out of the pistol. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Young to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often, and when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A second down throw for Young. There's Evans. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. To convert for the third time on this drive, they'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. Here's Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Tremble comes in motion. On play action, Young. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in! Touchdown, Carolina. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. The Panthers are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Allen, gonna give it to Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Moore going in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Allen gonna throw again. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Quick hitting slant there. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Again, it's Allen to the air.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are back within a point. It's 14-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
The motion man is Sanders. On the RPO, a pass taken by McMillan.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that. Those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And a nice tackle in the open field. limits the game to only one. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Throwing on second down, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. Now a 3rd and 2. Young. He's got it inside the 5. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Etienne, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The extra point is up and through. And the Panthers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10. Play action. It's Allen. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here. It is an 8-point game as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On play action, Allen. That's complete. Some more on the right side. Second down and 3. Moore going in motion. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Second and 7. Now Allen throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
So if you're going to have time to allow your big tight end to start on one side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
They send him right out of the slot. On first and 10, it's Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Here's Cook. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. They'll look to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
On first down is Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Panthers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They motion the slot man left. Here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Moore going in motion. On 1st down, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Third and a yard. He'll try and run here with Cook. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Moore going in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Buffalo.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now Allen on first down. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now Allen to throw on second down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Motion man is the tight end going right. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll motion over Thielen. On first and 10, here's Young. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Young fires quick. That's Thielen.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
He'll tuck it and take off. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Etienne. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Receiver in motion, going right. Here's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. Now Young. Quick throw, taken in. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Here's Young. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's 4th and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Allen. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Slot man in motion right. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
The carry here for ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Allen working from the pistol. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Buffalo.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Allen to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run. It's ETN. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Young. That's complete to ETN. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, here's ETN. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Tremble comes in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.